Well, for more on this, let's speak now with Tinatin Khidasheli in Tbilisi. She's chair of the Georgian think tank Civic Idea and also served as Georgia's defense minister from 2015 to 2016. Her party, the Republican Party of Georgia, was in a coalition with the Georgian Dream Party. Welcome to DW. So, Mikhail Kavelashvili has been voted in as Georgia's new president, as we've seen, but incumbent President Salome Zurabishvili says she's not stepping down until new elections are held. So how might this impasse be resolved?
Good morning. Thank you for having me. That is correct. Unfortunately, illegitimate parliament yesterday took the vote for the presidential elections as well. And now they are planning to have that one legitimate institution out of the law as well. Current president did make a statement that she's not planning to step down. We still don't know what she means, and she promised that she will lay out the plan for the society as to what her plan is. But the fact stays that this country, people in this country, voters in this country do not accept the stolen votes from October parliamentary elections. And we believe that everything that was done since then by the parliament is simply illegal and illegitimate. And once we have free and fair elections, all the decisions made by this parliament will be annulled.
Okay, now, so considering what you're saying there, you're saying it's illegitimate and you don't accept the results of the vote. So what can civil society and think tanks like yours do to navigate Georgia through this crisis?
Yeah, there are a couple of things that we are doing right now, except for being part of the protest, obviously. First of all, we are working on several legal claims for invalidating the vote. Unfortunately, Constitutional Court of Georgia missed the opportunity of doing the similar action, of carrying out the similar action that the Romanian court did. And we do not have that opportunity anymore. But in case government starts recognizing political crisis, there are still a couple of opportunities for the entire process to go legitimate way. That's one issue that we are involved in, particularly those of us who are lawyers as well by the profession. And on the other hand, we've just started documenting the crimes committed by the government, by the special forces, by the gangs running out on the streets on behalf of the government and beating up, torturing, kidnapping people from the streets who end up severely beaten up at the police stations. And then additionally, they are tortured at the police stations as well. So if things continue in the same way, obviously, we are planning to take those cases to the international tribunals and seek for justice, as the legal system in Georgia, unfortunately, is unfit for keeping those responsible for those crimes accountable.
Okay, well, one thing as well that Civic Idea's work is, one part of it is confronting Russian propaganda. That's a significant part of your work. How do you counter misinformation and how do you influence public opinion?
I think right now, fortunately, we are beyond that problem. Russia tried its best for the particularly last couple of years since the brutal invasion to Ukraine. Georgian government was very much part of the game. The problem or difference of Georgia from many other countries is that my own government, and the TV channels controlled by the government are the main vehicles of the Russian propaganda, Russian type of propaganda, Russian narratives. And it's obviously much more difficult to fight against your own information space than against the Russian. On the other hand, the good thing about Georgia is that because Russian army is standing right here, very close to capital city in 40 kilometers, when you drive the main road, you still see occupying force with the Russian flags from the main highway of Georgia. It obviously does not help them, does not help their propaganda machinery to work. And genuinely, it's very easy for Georgians to understand, to get exact idea where is the truth and where is the Russian way. But here is one problem that the Georgian government very smartly did when taking itself from the Western world and moving into authoritarian regime, and that will be People's Republic of China. They understand that everything Russian is not working in Georgia, so now they chose another path, which is the Chinese path, and every time they communicate with the people, China is presented as that savior state for the future of Georgia.
We're going to have to leave it there. Very interesting speaking to you today, Tinatin. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.